Imagine waking up tomorrow with a mind that cannot be shaken, a mind that looks at failure and feels nothing but calm, a mind that faces loss and finds clarity instead of panic, a mind that walks through chaos completely untouched. Most people spend their entire lives chasing that kind of peace. They buy things to feel it. They run from problems hoping to find it. They look for it in other people, but they never find it because they're looking in the wrong place. Over 2,000 years ago, a group of philosophers discovered something that most of humanity has forgotten. They discovered that the only true source of peace is not outside you. It never was. It was always inside, waiting. These philosophers were called the Stoics. Slaves became Stoics, emperors became Stoics, men who had nothing and men who had everything. And every single one of them arrived at the same conclusion, that your mind, when trained correctly, becomes a fortress. Nothing can break it. No person, no event, no loss. Today we're going to give you 10 rules from that ancient fortress. 10 rules that, if you actually apply them, will completely change how you think, how you react, and how you live. This is not motivation. This is not a feel-good video. This is a manual for an unbreakable mind. Let's begin. My name doesn't matter. What matters is what the Stoics left behind. For over 2,000 years, these ideas have been tested by war, by slavery, by empire, and by death. They survived everything, and they will change you if you let them. Rule 1. Control only what is yours. Epictetus was a slave. He had no freedom, no money, no power over his own body. And yet, he was one of the freest men who ever lived, because he understood one thing that most people never do. There are two categories in this life: things that are up to you and things that are not. Your thoughts, up to you. Your effort, up to you. Your values, your choices, your response to what happens, all up to you. Everything else? Other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, whether someone likes you, not up to you. Most people spend 90% of their mental energy on things they cannot control, and they wonder why they feel anxious, frustrated, helpless. The Stoic rule is simple. Draw a line. On one side, everything you can control. Put all your energy there. On the other side, everything you cannot. Let it go completely. When you actually do this, your mind clears instantly, because you stop fighting a battle you were never meant to win. Rule 2. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. The Stoics did something that sounds dark, but is actually one of the most liberating practices ever discovered. Every single day they reminded themselves that they would die. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, not as fear, as a compass." When you truly accept that your time is limited, that this day may be one of your last, everything becomes clear. The argument with a stranger online? Meaningless. The fear of what people think of you? Gone. Death is not your enemy. Forgetting about death, that is your enemy. Ask yourself tonight, if I knew I had 1 month left, would I have spent today the same way? If the answer is no, then memento mori is calling you to change. Rule 3. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle you face is not blocking your path. It is your path. The person who fired you forced you to build something better. The relationship that ended freed you to become who you needed to be. The failure showed you exactly what to fix. Most people stop at obstacles. They see a wall and they sit down. The Stoic turns toward the wall and climbs it. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand resistance is where strength comes from, every single time. Rule 4. Live according to your nature. The Stoics believed every human being has a nature, not the nature of an animal, reactive, impulsive, driven only by pleasure and pain. The nature of a rational, thinking being, capable of wisdom, virtue, and deliberate choice. Most people never live according to this nature. They live according to their fears, their habits, their social programming. They do what they were told to want. They become who they were expected to become. And deep down they feel it, that quiet wrongness, that sense that their life doesn't quite fit. The Stoic rule is this: ask yourself, who am I really? What do I actually value? What kind of person do I want to look back and say I was? Then live that, every day. Not the version that makes others comfortable, not the version that avoids risk, the real version. Because according to the Stoics, the only true failure in life is dying as someone you were never meant to be. Rule 5. Morning reflection. Prime your mind. Marcus Aurelius woke every morning and asked himself 3 questions. What am I grateful for today? What challenges might I face? How will I respond to them with virtue? He didn't wait for the day to hit him and then react. He prepared. The Stoics called this the morning meditation, and modern neuroscience confirms what they already knew. The first 30 minutes of your day sets the pattern for everything that follows. If you wake up and immediately check your phone, you are handing your mind to someone else before you've even claimed it. If you wake up and immediately scroll through other people's lives, you've started your day comparing yourself to curated illusions. Instead, 5 minutes of silence, 1 page of a Stoic text, 3 intentions for the day. That's it. You don't need an hour. You don't need a perfect routine. You need to own the first 5 minutes, because whoever owns your mornings owns your mind. Rule 8. Amor fati. Love your fate. Friedrich Nietzsche called it amor fati, but the Stoics lived it long before him. It means love your fate. Not just accept it, not just tolerate it, love it. Every sickness, every failure, every betrayal, every loss, not because suffering is good, but because it is yours. Marcus Aurelius lost 5 of his children. He watched plague destroy his empire. He spent years on a cold battlefield far from home, and he never stopped writing about gratitude, because he understood something most people can't grasp. Wishing reality were different is the source of all suffering. The moment you stop wishing and start working with what is, the suffering dissolves. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can choose to make it part of you, to grow from it, to be shaped by it, to look back one day and say, that happened for me, not to me. That is amor fati. Rule 9. Practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca deliberately slept on the floor, not because he had to. He was one of the wealthiest men in Rome. He did it because he wanted to prove to himself that he didn't need comfort. The Stoics understood something our modern world has almost completely forgotten. Comfort is not the goal. Comfort makes you weak. When everything is easy, you become fragile. When you voluntarily embrace difficulty, you become strong. Seneca called it practicing poverty. 1 week a month he would eat the simplest food, wear rough clothes, sleep on a hard surface. And at the end of that week he would ask himself, is this really so terrible? And every time the answer was, no. The things I feared, they were nothing. This is the practice. Deliberately choose discomfort. Cold showers, fasting, hard physical training, saying the difficult thing instead of the comfortable lie. Choosing the hard right over the easy wrong. Every time you do this, you expand your capacity. Every time you avoid discomfort, you shrink it. The question is, which direction are you choosing? Rule 10. Evening review, the Stoic audit. Every night, Seneca would review his entire day, not to punish himself, to learn. He asked 3 questions. What did I do wrong today? What did I do right? What can I do better tomorrow? This is the Stoic audit. Most people end their day consuming, scrolling, watching, numbing. The Stoic ends their day reviewing, reflecting, learning, improving. Just 5 minutes, not to feel guilty, not to judge yourself harshly, simply to look clearly at your own behavior and choose differently tomorrow. Over time, this practice creates something remarkable, a person who is always slowly becoming better. Not through dramatic transformation, through daily, quiet, relentless improvement. 2,000 years ago, men with nothing but their minds built philosophies that have outlasted every empire, every king, every technology of their time. These 10 rules are not history. They are instructions for you today. The question the Stoics would ask you right now is simple. What are you going to do with this? If this video opens something in you, subscribe to this channel. We release Stoic wisdom every week, and we're just getting started. Until next time, be unshakable.